So let's get right into it. What if I told you that the very same banks you see on the news calling crypto a scam are, well, behind the scenes, they're spending billions of dollars to build their own private versions of it? Yeah, today we're going to pull back that curtain and see why these massive financial giants are actually secretly terrified of Web3. I mean, you've seen it, right? All the headlines, the big shot CEOs on TV, the financial pundits, all of them telling you to stay away, that it's all just one big fraud, it's too risky, it's a bubble that's going to pop. They are painting this picture of absolute doom and gloom. But get this, behind closed doors, it is a completely different story. We are talking billions, with a B, billions of dollars being poured into their own blockchain projects, their own digital asset teams. It's coming from the exact same companies that are telling you not to touch it. So what is going on here? That's the big question. And maybe the real reason for all that public fear-mongering is that Web3 targets the one thing that gives them all their power, their total control over your money. You see, this isn't just about some new tech. It's about a massive power shift, a real battle for who gets to control the future of finance. To really get why they're so nervous, we've got to look under the hood of the traditional banking system. It's something we all just kind of accept without thinking about it. But their whole business model, well, it's what's on the chopping block right now. So here's the magic trick, right? You put your money in the bank thinking it's safe, but it doesn't just sit there. The bank immediately turns around and lends your money out to someone else, charges them a ton of interest, and then gives you, what, a few pennies in return? They use your money to make themselves a fortune, and it works perfectly because, honestly, where else were you going to go? Well, that whole idea of having no other option, that's changing, and it's changing fast. The first major threat to their profit machine is something called Decentralized Finance, or DeFi. And this is where the old model just completely starts to fall apart. I mean, just look at this. It's wild. Your savings account at a big bank gives you, what, maybe 0.5% a year if you're lucky? Meanwhile, in DeFi, you can lend your money directly to other people and potentially earn 8, 10, even 20 times that. Why? It's simple. You just cut out the middleman, the bank, that was taking all the profits. That's not just a little competition. For them, that's an existential threat. But this goes way beyond just getting better returns. The next threat is about how Web3 can reach a huge, and I mean huge, part of the world that banks have basically ignored for centuries. Just let this number sink in for a second. 1.4 billion. That's how many adults on Earth don't have a bank account. They're completely unbanked. That means no savings, no credit, no way to safely send money. And for decades, the banking industry has either been unable or just plain unwilling to help them. But here's the game changer. What do most of those 1.4 billion people have? A smartphone. And with just a phone and a crypto wallet, a farmer in a remote village can suddenly access a global financial system. No bank, no paperwork, no permission needed. In one fell swoop, Web3 is offering a solution to a problem that the entire legacy system couldn't solve. All right, the third threat. This one hits another one of the bank's cash cows, moving money internationally. And if you have ever had to do this, you know the pain. You just know the headache I'm talking about. Wow, I mean, just look at the comparison here. It's not even a fair fight. To send $1,000 through the old SWIFT system, you're waiting 3 to 5 business days, and you're paying $50 or more in fees. With crypto, it takes about 2 minutes and costs less than $1. This technology basically makes that whole slow, expensive system look like a relic from the past. Okay, let's zoom out for a second, because this next point is a bit more philosophical, but it is so important. It's about ownership. It's about what it actually means when you say you have money in the bank. So here's a little legal fact that I promise you most people have no idea about. That money in your savings account, technically, it's not yours anymore. You've legally loaned it to the bank. And if that bank goes under, you're just another creditor standing in line, hoping to get your money back. And if you think that can't happen, just remember 2008. This is not a drill. Now, Web3 flips this whole idea on its head. When you hold your assets in your own crypto wallet, what we call self-custody, you own it. Truly own it. There's no middleman, no one can freeze your account, no one can take it from you without your keys. It's the first time we've really had a form of true digital private property. Okay, so what powers all this? Well, it's a technology that might be the single biggest threat of all. It's called a smart contract. The easiest way to think about it is like a digital vending machine for money. You put in the right code, it automatically spits out the result. No people, no paperwork, no delays. Let's just take getting a loan. The old way is, loan officers, credit reports, committees, waiting for days, maybe weeks. The new way? A smart contract can check your collateral and release the funds to you in seconds. Think about that. Banks employ millions of people to do things that this software can do instantly, 24/7, for a fraction of the cost. This isn't just about profits. This threatens the very structure of what a bank is. So, with all these fires starting all around them, what are the banks doing? Are they just going to sit back and let themselves become the next blockbuster video? Not a chance. And this, my friends, is the final twist in the story. See, here's the secret they don't want you to know. They aren't fighting Web3 anymore. They're trying to take it over. JPMorgan's got its own blockchain. Goldman Sachs is building the infrastructure. BlackRock wants to sell Bitcoin to Wall Street. The game has changed. They realize they can't kill it, so now the plan is to build their own version of it, a controlled, private version, and try to keep everyone playing inside their walls. So, here's the bottom line. This massive change is happening. It's not a question of if anymore. It's a question of who is going to be in charge of the new system. It's happening right now, under our noses, and the people who understand what's at stake are the ones who are going to be prepared. Which really just leaves us with one last pretty personal question. After seeing how the old system is designed, the massive threats it's facing, and now the bank's desperate scramble to control the future, does it make you think twice about who you trust with your money? It's something to really think about.